Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. Complete all challenges. Clean all weapons. Which I'm still trying to. Complete new game in the main story on professional mode without any. Complete the main story on professional mode. Complete the main story on professional mode with an A rank. Complete the main story mode with an S rank. Without using any is tough. Reward. Dress, undercover vest, suit. Wait, does it unlock Wesker in that? Damn. Bro, Separate Ways is another. Yeah, it's another one. It's another one. Another one. But I low-key like with the chicken hat.
Give us a push, Sancho.
He calls it Sancho.
There, it's moving. This should speed things up a bit.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, we're in a hurry, right? Oh, by the way,
What now?
hope you like thrill rides. We're going off the rails! Lead! Mierda! Do something about those parts! Oh yeah! Sweet strat! Talk, we're gonna crash! Shit! This thing's gonna flip! It's them! Watch out!
Oh, come on.
Looking so good. Hope that this thing's in bad shape. Take better care of it, okay? Left turn! Curving to the right! You can't take another hit!
This it?
Afraid not. Things are just getting started.
He's back and I'm back. Back with another Resident Evil, another episode of Resident Evil.
out of the way.
Yikes. Oh, hell no. Not him. Going full kamikaze on me. Not him trying to go full kamikaze on me. Full kamikaze. No, but yeah, I could honestly, I could play for another couple of hours. I pretty much played for like 10 hours. Honestly, as a kid.
Let's go.
If I could play for hours and hours on end, I would. Even as an adult, I still would. I would.
Hey, is that noise what I think?
We've got trouble.
Oh, come on.
This is kind of fun. More boards. Left turn. Hey, the cart's tipping over.
Damn it.
Going off the rails. Get me ahead.
I'll be trying to shoot that, relative distance.
End of the line, asshole.
Yeah.
Shit, this thing's gonna flip. Look, you can see where they dug up the bugs.
That's some serious
Ahead.
excavation.
You're kidding me. Hit the brake. What? Are you serious? Jump!
Oh yeah.
Luis!
Can I get a hand? Give us a 3, 2, 1 next time, eh, Sancho? Whatever. Oh, man. But actually, this works.
Luis is so unserious.
Oh yeah, let's get on that lift.
Did I ever go back there?
No way. Give me a break.
We can make it if we circle around. Come on.
Pain in my ass. Ah! I knew it! Stay sharp! These guys have camouflage.
How many was that? Was that 3? Was that a total of 3? Can't tell. Luis and I both. Yo, is that one on the wall? Yeah, this is where I might need can't tell if that's one on the wall or not. That's so crazy that they have their own distinct, like, soundtrack. Like, y'all got music for y'all. Not you
right.
quietly. Wait, how many of the hives did I destroy? 3, okay. I destroyed 3. Damn, I pretty much did everything.
I hate insects! Take care of them for me, would ya?
How about you open fire instead of your mouth?
Hey, I'm the brains, you're the brawn.
Nah, Leon got actually brains. Like, he doesn't show it, but he actually has brains. Leon is smarter than he looks. Like, no cap. He's, yeah, Leon is actually smarter than he looks. Like you have to give him credit. Like Leon is actually really smart. one-shot these mother... Whoa! I don't know why Luis scared the hell out of me. I hear fluttering.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I just can't. Like, I'm so tired of these bugs, it's insane.
I see you took care of a request. Well done. A job well done deserves payment in kind. I've got something new for you, mate.
I got something new
There's
for
some
you,
things
mate.
money
Can't buy. This is my favorite part of the game. The Krauser boss battle. I don't remember who I was telling, but I was whoever I was talking to earlier today. I was like, the top two boss battles in this game is Vertigo and Krauser. Like, those are like the top two boss fights for me, at least.
Time is money, mate.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
A wife, your gun will look great with that attached.
Oh, I know. Time is money.
A well-tuned crossing your T's.
What
dotting
better
your I's.
way to go
That's
against Krauser with his own knife?
Give that the care it deserves, mate. Any
Damn, that's a lot of blues. Yeah, that's a lot of blues. Actually, let me hold on to let me hold on to it, because Yeah, just in case.
I'm
Actually,
back any
yeah. Let me hold on to it.
time. Welcome. I got something new for you. Your valuables won't do. Thank you. Pleasant travels.
Pleasant travels. Hate them bugs, man. Yo, I'm with you on that one. As a matter of fact, Leon hates bugs too. I was like, yo, Leon and I share the same disdain. Like, I hate bugs. Like, I don't care like in what shape or form they come in. Like, I hate bugs.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale,
Stranger. Actually, my goal is to max out. I don't.
Life needs care every once in a while.
I don't.
Could be the difference between life and death.
See, I don't want to use. I don't want to use my money to pay
Suit
to max
yourself,
out.
stranger.
Max it out. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Oh no! Oh, no! Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to use my money to max out the guns. Don't want to do that.
Welcome. I got something new for you. If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
Let me max out the.
You'll get some bang for your buck. I guarantee it.
Yeah, let me max out the. Let me max out the. These first.
Let us know when you've made some room. Ah, a choice of an avid gun collector. It's a nice gun, stranger. That's an exemplary firearm right there, stranger. Not the best, sure, but she'll make you an ideal companion. Come back.
Yeah, I want to make.
anytime.
This time, I want to make sure that all my guns are like maxed out. Like, maxed out. This time around, I won't. Going into professional, I won't be selling none of my gold tickets. Hell, I'm actually going to collect treasures, and I'm actually going to use the guns that I'm actually going to use. I think for professional, I might run Blacktail and Red 9. I probably might do that. Blacktail and Red 9, the two strongest handguns. Run a revolver. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just love running handguns. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then when I get the cat ears, that gives me infinite. Damn, I'm a run CBQR. Is it CBQR? CQBR. I'd be saying I'd be calling it CBRQ or CBQR. Like, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless. Yeah, I'm tired of that. Wait. Actually, let me have the Punisher with me. Yeah, let me have the Punisher. Shotgun until I get a stronger one. I think I'm okay. Actually, let me double check mine. Melee rifle. Yep, I'm good.
Welcome. Ooh, what you buying?
What you selling?
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference.
Rubies are rubbish. It makes no
Price,
difference.
well,
That's our choice to make. Skull Crusher. It's good for like beginning levels, but the spin be like irritating the hell out of me. Potentially costing me.
Thank you. Will that be pleasant?
Pleasant travels.
And travels. Welcome.
I don't know. I haven't been using grenades
Your
like that.
valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Not that come back anytime.
Yeah. This Krauser fight about to be one for the books. This Krauser fight is about to be one for the books.
Phew. I'm beat. Makes you appreciate a tech like this.
I don't get you. Why risk your life like this? You don't know us.
I told you. It makes me feel better.
Be straight with me for once.
Los Iluminados. I was working for them.
See? There you go.
Helping the two of you doesn't make up for it. I know that. But still, I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
In that case, you better get serious.
Harsh words for a squire.
Calling me a squire.
We're out of that hellhole. The fresh air is calling our names. Por fin! Gus, if we made it all this way, you know it means we're almost...
Almost what?
Luis!
Long time no see, rookie.
Major Krauser? What the hell? Why?
Recovering stolen goods. And kill...
I am not gonna lie. I wish I could one day play, what was it called again? Resident Evil. Was it Dark Side Chronicles? Was it that one? That's the one where I think Leon and Krauser were like in, what, like Project Javier, was it? What's good, Niku? Was that the one? Project Javier? Was it that one? Like, I would so love to, like, just get a backstory on that. Just so it gives this context. Like, Project Javier.
Are you being controlled by that cult?
This has nothing to do with them. I'm a free man who made a choice.
Yeah!
Major! You're not thinking straight!
Oh, my mind's clearer than it's ever been. Now focus! Show me what you got! That all you got? You killed us all. Without mercy. Only devastating power! What's wrong with wanting this thing for myself?
Krauser! I can understand. What happened was unforgivable.
Yeah! Ooh! What do they call it? Roundhouse kick? Or was it like a... Yeah, I think it's a... No, that wouldn't be a roundhouse. That would be like a tornado... Like a tornado roundhouse, kind of?
Right to hurt innocent people.
You're still a kid. Holding on to fantasies wasn't wrong. Not bad, rookie.
Yeah. Man, I would have loved more with that. Did you see the God of War is gonna get a remake? Yeah, I heard God of War is getting a remake now. About God of War, I would love for that remake because I've already beaten. I've played God of War 1 and 2, but I would love to be able to play it again and have them on the channel. Like, the only game that I haven't beaten in the series is God of War 3. So if they could remake all three of them, that'd be so amazing. So that I can play God of War, the one with Atreus, and then Ragnarok, and then the following one that's coming. I think that's gonna be like set in Egypt or potentially like Greece or something like that. Yeah, and the train board. Yeah. Let me find out. Hold on. Let me find out. Hold on. Project. Give me 1 sec, cause I really want to know. Is it Dark Side Chronicles? Let me see. President RE. Is it Dark Side Chronicles? No, that's Code Veronica. Operation Javier. There we go. Oh, but it's a Dark Side. Oh, it's Dark Side Chronicles. Yeah, if there's a way I could play this, it would. Or even watch a walkthrough or something. Because it would give it would give it would give Resident Evil 4 some context. Hold on, let me see real quick. Like, in terms of the oh, it's a first person shoot. Oh, it's an arcade shooter, huh?
Marvin! Not him too.
Oh, this is. Wait, are these? Is it a complete remake?
Good, we can find him now.
You have the experience we're looking for.
Oh, this would be This would be an interesting watch. But it feels like a mash of everything, though. It feels like a complete mashup of everything.
This is our way off this island.
To become one with the Veronica.
Wait, so where does Operation Javier take place? Hold on. Operation Javier. Or even the cut. Okay, after I beat the game, I'll definitely want to take a look at this real quick. Yeah, definitely wanna. Or actually, this would even be enough. Yeah, because this would give it so much context. Actually, let me check this out right now.
This time, it can be different. It has to.
With Resident Evil 4 Remake just a few days away, I wanted to cover a very important story that sets up a dynamic between Leon and another character that we'll be seeing in the game, that being Jack Krauser. Now, I imagine the events of this story are going to differ in the remake's continuity, but I imagine key moments and the basic story will be relatively the same, enough for this video to serve its purpose. With that said, let's get into the story of Resident Evil's The Dark Side Chronicles, Operation Javier. In 2002, the US government dispatched agents Leon Kennedy and Jack Krauser on a mission in South America. Their target was a man by the name of Javier Hidalgo, who was known to be a criminal drug lord that was found to be in contact with a former Umbrella researcher. After the events of Raccoon City in 1998, Leon was offered to join a top-secret military program led by the president, specifically to destroy Umbrella. Given the suspected difficulty of this mission, the US government hired Jack Krauser to be Leon's partner on this mission. Krauser's resume was outstanding, having led several successful operations and being a soldier of the US Special Forces Command. So even though Krauser himself has never faced BOWs, it's safe to say he can definitely handle himself. After meeting up with Leon, the two would set their journey towards...
So Krauser is like OP. Like he is like exceptional.
towards a nearby town, marking the start of a mission that would forever change their lives. Arriving in the town, Leon and Krauser find the town to be seemingly empty, with the only noise being a radio broadcast reporting the rising cases of missing girls.
Why does the ambiance feel similar to like Resident Evil 5 though?
Krauser notes that it smells like there was a battle, but no bodies or blood or gunshots seem to be anywhere. Just after making this observation, however, a man approaches the pair who turns out to be a zombie. Leon shoots him and notices that this is a zombie, but it's nothing like the one he faced in Raccoon City. Before he can even process it, they're ambushed by more zombies, forcing them to fight their way out. As they're making their way through the village, they come across an injured man who Krauser identifies as their guide. The man can only say a few words, mentioning that he helped the girl escape from Javier's mansion, but soon after, she brought devils with her, whatever that means. Before they can ask him to elaborate, the man succumbs to his wounds, forcing Leon and Krauser to find a way out of the village. Having no other way to get to Javier's mansion, they realize the only way they're going to get there now is by finding this girl. Leon mentions there being a boat near the church, and so as the two begin to make their way out of the structure, they...
So this mission was just a two-man? That's crazy. Just sending Leon and Krauser to, despite how experienced they are, it's crazy.
hear something behind them. They turn to find that the body of the man is now gone.
Oh.
Something is following them. Just outside the church, Leon hears something from inside. They enter the church to find a lone girl singing in the center. Before they can say anything, they notice a large BOW sneaking up on her.
Oh.
As Leon readies his gun, she stops singing, and the BOW attacks. The two decide to lead the large amphibious BOW outside, where they have more room to fight. Working together, they're able to defeat it, forcing it to retreat. It seems this is what was following them. Before leaving the village, Leon and Krauser save the girl, who had fallen unconscious during the battle. Having no previous experience with BOWs, Krauser asks Leon to shed some light on the Raccoon City incident and just what he faced. Leon goes on to tell him everything about Raccoon City, but notes that what they had faced in the village was nothing like what he had dealt with. The girl wakes up with Leon reassuring her that she is now safe. He explains to her that they're on a very important mission to find Javier, and if she could lead them to his mansion. She agrees, and as they arrive at a large dam, she explains that this is the route that she used to escape. Entering the dam, she tells them that her name is Manuela. As they make their way up the dam fighting BOWs, Javier's voice comes through an intercom.
Please, my dear,
What? What?
Manuela races off, and the two have to follow her, making their way into a large room where none other than Javier himself is. Here, Leon and Krauser find out that Javier is Manuela's father, and that for some reason, he has infected her with the T. Veronica virus. And just for general purpose,
T Veronica. Yo, I have to redeem. I have to get redemption and play Code Veronica for real.
this is the same virus that Claire faced in the events of Code Veronica. Before either of the agents can make a move or say anything, they're swept away by a large rush of water. Without hesitation, Manuela jumps in after them.
Yo, this is crazy.
After waking up in another part of the dam, Leon begins to wonder just how Manuela hasn't turned if she's been infected, and why she's been infected. After all, what kind of man would infect his own?
Unless she's just a carrier, not necessarily infected in terms of like being turned, but she's like she can carry the virus.
Own daughter with a virus. Before he can think any further, Krauser brings him to his senses. After waking up in another part of the dam, Leon begins to wonder just how Manuela hasn't turned if she's been infected, and why she's been infected. After all, what kind of man would infect his own daughter with a virus? Before he can think any further, Krauser brings him to his senses. The two begin to make their way back up the dam, and Leon tells Krauser he's in disbelief that Manuela is Javier's daughter. Krauser notes that this wasn't in the report, and the only way to know for sure was by asking her, but regardless, their mission is to capture Javier. Continuing to make their way back up the dam, they reunite with Manuela. However, Javier's voice comes through the intercom once more, urging his men to find and capture Manuela before it's too late. After reaching the top of the dam, Krauser and Leon face more BOWs, which they quickly dispatch. Having now a moment of peace, Leon asks Manuela about her situation. She explains to the two that a few years ago she was contracted with the same fatal disease that killed her mother, and so as a last resort, Javier infected her with the Veronica virus. Leon notes to himself that this is a very confusing case, because not even the original creators of the Veronica virus were able to harness its power and control it, but somehow, Manuela's case is different, and he intends to find out why. Just outside of Javier's mansion, Krauser suggests to Leon that they should take care of Manuela before she turns. Leon says otherwise, explaining that this is a very unique case, and he intends to get to the bottom of it. In addition, Leon reveals to Krauser that his orders for this mission are coming directly from the president. Being a soldier, Krauser realizes he can't go against the president, and so he reassures Leon that he's with him until the end of the mission. As they close in on the mansion, Javier's voice comes through a loudspeaker, sarcastically thanking them for bringing back his daughter, and suddenly, they're surrounded by BOWs. Krauser notices all these infected have Javier's army tattoo on them, revealing that he's basically infected every single one of his soldiers. Having no other way into the mansion, Manuela remembers that there is an underground passage they can take. Making their way through the tunnel into the mansion, they enter a room full of corpses. Manuela reveals to them that these are her doctors, who Javier must have killed after they explained to her how her father cured her. Unable to find Javier in the mansion, Manuela leads them to a room that she was never allowed to go in. Making their way through a greenhouse, Krauser points out a corpse, who happens to be the Umbrella researcher. Leon expresses his frustration, now knowing that they are unable to interrogate him. Regardless, they get to the end of the greenhouse where they find an elevator leading to a secret facility. In the facility, they find a large medical room full of human organs. As Leon comes across a body, he immediately recognizes the face as one of the missing girls in the posters. Soon after, Manuela collapses in pain, and Javier enters the room. He explains to them that he had no other choice other than to infect her with the Veronica virus, and that the only way he's been able to treat her is by consistently having her organs transplanted. However, he reveals that he's not solely keeping her alive out of the goodness of his heart, but rather so that she can harness the power of the Veronica virus and use it for herself. Once again, before Leon and Krauser can do anything, Javier steps away and a large BOW shows up. It's none other than the amphibious one from the village. Fighting it in a large room, they make their way up platforms to gain ground. However, in the middle of the fight, Manuela steps out of the medical room and begins to sing the exact same song from the church. The large BOW regards Manuela, however, instead of attacking or seeming angry, it's calm and in peace. It isn't until Javier's voice comes through an intercom telling Manuela to stop singing that the BOW continues its rampage. Leon rushes over to Manuela, ensuring that she's safe before distracting the BOW and continuing the fight. After a lengthy battle, it seems the BOW is finally down, and the agents make their way back down to reunite with Manuela. However, the BOW quickly launches an attack on the two. Just as Krauser turns to shoot the BOW, one of its projectiles impales his arm, creating a large wound. Leon quickly reacts and helps Krauser finish the BOW. As the BOW is dying, it reaches out to Manuela. Seemingly comforting her, Manuela realizes that this is her mother. Looking into her eyes for one last time, they revert to normal before dying. Having watched the events unfold through a monitor, Javier takes a few steps back, deciding that he's going to finish this himself. He approaches the large Veronica flower, allowing it to consume him. What happens next, you'll find out in just a moment.
What?
Before they can make their way out of the facility, Leon and Krauser are surprised by a large BOW. However, with the large wound in his arm, Krauser finds himself unable to assist Leon as he previously could. Nevertheless, the two are able to defeat the BOW and make their way out of the facility. As the group makes their way outside, they're immediately bombarded by large projectiles. They turn to see a massive BOW. Javier's voice can be heard coming from the large creature, revealing that he merged with the Veronica virus in order to destroy them all. Manuela watches as Leon and Krauser are unable to do any damage to Javier, and she contemplates if this is the future she truly desires for herself. She declares that she would rather die a human than die a monster, and charges at her father, intending for him to kill her. Leon chases after her and rescues her before she's attacked. However, now laying on the ground, Javier attempts to destroy them both. Unknowingly, Manuela taps into the Veronica virus and uses it to activate a power that turns her blood into a flammable substance. Using her powers, Manuela flings blood at Javier's joints, weakening them, allowing Leon and Krauser to damage them. After doing enough damage, Javier screams out in pain that he's beginning to lose control, stating that the virus is consuming him. They continue to use Manuela's blood to weaken Javier, and once he's subdued, he begs Leon to put him down. Realizing this is the most merciful thing they can do for him, while also destroying the virus, Leon shoots Javier, putting an end to the Veronica virus in South America. After Javier's death, an escort arrives to extract the survivors. Depending on your ending, two things happen here. Manuela is taken to the US government where she is placed under custody and studied for research. Or, after losing too much blood in the fight, she dies in front of Leon, dissolving into these particles that fly off with the wind. Nevertheless, Leon reflects on Manuela and why she never turned, if it was her connection to these lands, or it was just some once-in-a-lifetime case. Either way, Krauser's arm never fully healed, and he was discharged from the military and never seen from again. It's unclear.
So the arm. What?
Whether Manuela's survival is canon or not. In fact, there are 3 endings in this game, one of which she survives, the one where she dies, and the ending where she survives but from Krauser's perspective. You can only receive this ending by playing through the bonus chapters 6 and 7, which are just chapters 4 and 5 but from Krauser's perspective. And I'm assuming because of Krauser's ending, this is why people assume that Manuela surviving is canon, but we'll get into why I don't think she survived in an upcoming segment. As previously mentioned, chapters 6 and 7 are just chapters 4 and 5 told from Krauser's perspective. Right after Leon reveals to Krauser that his orders are coming from the president, Krauser realizes that he is essentially a pawn in this entire thing. He begins to wonder why people like Javier are so fascinated with these viruses, and if it really is possible to control them. As they make their way through the greenhouse and the facility, he finds himself daydreaming a lot, dreaming of success, returning home, and being seen as a hero. However, all of these illusions come to an immediate end the moment he is injured. He realizes the damage done to his arm is going to be irreversible, and no matter what happens to him during this mission, this is going to be his final mission. He's reluctant to admit it, but in his head, he admits to himself that his entire survival now hinges on Leon. It isn't until the moment that Krauser watches Manuela use her powers that he realizes it is possible for someone to control these viruses. Before, he was in complete panic and disarray, but watching Javier lose control of the virus, he doesn't see this as a moment of reconsideration, but rather that Javier was just too weak. It is at this moment that it's revealed that Krauser is no longer the man he used to be. He is now completely intoxicated with the thought of getting his hands on one of these viruses. He thinks back to what Leon told him about Raccoon City, and that if he could find the man known as Albert Wesker, he could heal his arms and possibly become more powerful than he ever imagined. Krauser silently glares at Leon, feeling nothing but disdain for him. Seeing the two of them as different sides of the same coin. One who wants to destroy these viruses, and one who wants to control them. Before we close out this video, I wanted to quickly go over the different endings. You get what a lot of people refer to as the good ending if you quickly defeat Javier and Manuela does not lose a lot of blood. On the other hand, you get what's known as the bad ending by doing the complete opposite, which is where she dissolves into this sort of particle substance. I personally believe that the ending where she dies is the canon ending only because To my knowledge, Manuela is never spoken about ever again. She doesn't appear in a single file. And honestly, if the US government had a perfectly normal person with the Veronica virus, I feel like they could have learned a lot about it. And if that was the case, someone like Krauser could easily get a hold of anything from the government and use it to heal his arm and, do whatever he wanted to do. So as far as I'm concerned, I really feel like she does not survive the events of Operation Javier, which is very unfortunate, but I feel like this is something that could heavily influence Leon's character in Resident Evil 4, especially in the remake. If you didn't know, the story of Operation Javier actually came out after Resident Evil 4, the original. I'm hoping that the story of this is somehow retained in the remake's continuity and is used to further push Leon's character. This could also tie into what Krauser tells Leon in the trailer, which is, "You can't save anyone," and I don't see why he would be saying this unless he was referring to Ada, but still, the only way he would know about Ada was either through Ada herself or by Leon telling him the events of Raccoon City, which means Operation Javier still had to happen. So it's completely possible he's just referring to Leon being a failure to anyone he tries to save, and that's kind of why this mission he embarks on in the remake is very important to him. Either way, we're not going to know for certain until Resident Evil 4 Remake comes out, which is just in a few days now, and I'm very excited. But with all of that said, that is the story of Operation Javier. I've been wanting to cover this for a while, but I had so much schoolwork, and on top of that, I got sick at the beginning of March, so I was not able to do anything for a very long...
Wait, I'm a little bit confused. Wait, so... Glad you're playing this. This is good to watch and refresh the storylines. Facts. So, what I'm a little bit confused about is, so what made Krauser turn evil?
As of Krauser's ending, this is what coming. Leon reveals to Krauser that his orders are coming from the president. Krauser realizes that he is essentially a pawn in this entire thing. He begins to wonder why people like Javier are so fascinated with these viruses, and if it really is possible to control them. As they make their way through the greenhouse and the facility, however, all of these illusions come to an immediate end the moment he is injured. He realizes the damage done to his arm is going to be irreversible, and no matter what happens to him during this mission, this is going to be his final mission. He's reluctant to admit it, but in his head, he admits to himself that his entire survival now hinges on Leon. It isn't until the moment that Krauser watches Manuela use her powers that he realizes it is possible for someone to control these viruses. Before, he was in complete panic.
He just wanted control and power to control the virus.
Panic and disarray, but watching Javier lose control of the virus, he doesn't see this as a moment of reconsideration, but rather that Javier was just too weak.
Too weak to control the virus, so someone only powerful enough could harness the power of the T virus. But in this case, he partakes in the Las Plagas then.
It is at this moment that it's revealed that Krauser is no longer the man he used to be. He is now completely intoxicated with the thought of getting his hands on one of these viruses. He thinks back to what Leon told him about Raccoon City, and that if he could find the man known as Albert Wesker, he could heal his arm and possibly become more powerful than he ever imagined. Krauser silently glares at Leon, feeling nothing but disdain for him, seeing the two of them as different sides of the same coin. One who wants to destroy these viruses, and one who wants to control them. Before we close out this video, I wanted to quickly go over the different endings. You get what a lot of people refer to as...
But... Now I gotta hear again when Krauser was talking about how... Yeah, I need to hear Krauser talk about how, like, it was messed up. What they went through was messed up. The story of Operation Javier seemed to change in the remake universe, as Krauser seemingly mentions their squad getting wiped out during the Operation Right, and Leon calls Krauser as Major, as their relationship seemed as if they were supposed to be in a mentor-student dynamic, whereas in Darkside Chronicles it was just Leon and Krauser, and they were the same position, so there's no mentor-student dynamic. Which means they'd have to do a remake for Operation Javier then. I think
the good ending if you quickly defeat Javier.
Okay, so this is what after Resident Evil 4 Remake is what really got me thinking, or pretty much Yeah, Resident Evil 4 got me thinking, or I think it was from Resident Evil 2. I think Capcom is going to conclude the Resident Evil universe probably with Requiem. I don't think there's going to be a sequel after Requiem. But what I think Capcom might focus on is probably rewriting the universe, the Resident Evil universe, and actually tying all the storylines, like making it straightforward. That's what I think Capcom is about to do. Is rewrite a lot of the story, like tie up all the loose ends, like so that like it's more easy to follow. Since for one, they want to appeal to a new generation, so it makes sense why Resident Evil 2 was remade, 3 was remade, and even people say Resident Evil 3 was sloppy, but for me, I haven't played the original, so I don't know. But I think for Resident Evil 3, I think it was still good. Um, um, yeah, I think it was still good. I think that's what Capcom is doing, which is why they're also going to remake 5 and Code Veronica and Resident Evil 0. I think they'll also remake Resident Evil 1, the first game. I don't think they will remake 7. Like maybe they might do 6 as well. I don't know. I don't know if they'll remake Resident Evil 6 or 7 or 8. I think they'll leave that as it is, I think. But yeah, that's what I think they're doing. So I think they might have to remake Operation Javier if they do intend to remake that. Yeah, that was the first detail I noticed when the trailers came out. I thought about doing a follow-up to this one, explaining everything we know about the events of the Operation the Remake timeline. If this was a game, players would play as Krauser and Leon, but Krauser would be the main focus from going to hero to villain in a similar fashion of how Anakin became Darth Vader in Revenge of the Sith, and Naked Snake descending into madness and becoming Big Boss from Snake Eater all the way to the Phantom Pain. See Krauser's perspective on war and exactly see the dark aspect of war, such as prisoners being tortured, soldiers betraying for their country, Krauser betraying Leon, for example, but Sadler could have tricked him about trust. Seeing child soldiers, etc., like more taboos and see a dark mature turn without the viruses adapting change over time. Krauser can also have a change of heart for the government military because of Billy Cohen's past when he was a Marine back in 1997, and he found out that he was framed saying he killed 23 people when the same people in charge back then are the ones that are in charge of Krauser and Leon during the operation, however, and actually see soldiers in innocence. Crossfire see. Wait, what is he saying? Hold on. What is he saying? If this was a game, players would play as Krauser and Leon, but Krauser would be the main focus from going to hero to villain in a similar fashion of how Anakin became Darth Vader in Revenge of the Sith, and Naked Snake descending into madness and becoming Big Boss from Snake Eater all the way to the Phantom Pain. See Krauser's perspective on war and actually see the dark aspects of war, such as prisoners being tortured, soldiers betraying for their country, Krauser betraying Leon, for example, but Sadler could have also tricked him about trust and seeing child soldiers, etc., like more taboos, and see a dark and mature tone of how the virus adapts and changed over time. Krauser can also have a change of heart with the government and military because of Billy Cohen's past when he was a Marine back in 1997, and he found out he was framed saying he killed those 23 people, and the same people in charge back then are the ones that are in charge of Krauser and Leon during Operation. Well, the thing was, Cohen was a Marine. Leon and them were like in a special like unit. So those are completely separate commands, though. Actually, see soldiers and yeah, kind of lost me there. I hope they do add Operation Javier as DLC. Resident Evil 4 Remake was a masterpiece. I fell in love with how bad. I'm hoping so too, especially since the new lore sounds super interesting. Wait a minute. RE4 Remake connects Operation Javier, which includes the T Veronica virus, which appears in Code Veronica. And then all of them, Wesker is involved in some way, which is why I believe they should make a Chronicles game that includes Veronica, Javier, and Umbrella's End, and made a fourth story to throw and be about Wesker, what he was doing between. Maybe that'll tie him in the Veltra group, or. Okay, so which means they. Okay, so they would have to remake Operation Javier's, but you know what I'll do? You know what I think I might wait. I might wait for the Code Veronica remake to play it, because right now, like, the Resident Evil storyline is like in the process of being like revamped. So there's a lot of disconnect between the older games and the new one. So I would rather wait for for them to completely remake a lot of these games and for it to be tied in. I'd say what her being alive is very plausible. There's a lot that RE has not referred in recent years. There's been practically no mention of Sheva since RE5. We've heard nothing on the incident that happened in Revelation 2 with Natalia being overtaken by Alex Wesker's consciousness. We've heard nothing on Billy Cohen. I mean, we haven't heard from Jill since an email in RF2, so yeah, I can see that. I think RE legit has a problem to where they have these awesome characters, just refuse to use them. Like 7 and 8 were great, do not get me wrong, but couldn't we have used existing characters a bit more in the game? How hard would it have been to have Sheva show up alongside Chris to rescue? Well, Sheva was a BSA for Africa, so she has no tie-ins to the US. Like, yeah. What's this dude? I just want to let you know, everyone knows that the remakes are in their own timeline. This video was meant to recap the story of Javier. Yeah, this was a very informative video, but I'm definitely waiting for Javier though. Definitely waiting for Javier.
You won't get away with this, Krauser.
There's only time to say this once, so listen up. They took your friend to the top of the clock tower. If you hurry, you might get there before she turns into one of them.
Ah, so you aren't heartless after all. I guess I should be thankful?
Yeah, you should.
Deface the portrait. Now I gotta get through this room. Where am I trying to head to? Yeah, I gotta get to here. I gotta get to that part of the room. Yeah, if I cut through straight through the courtyard, I should get back through there. Thank goodness I don't have to go to the far end through all those obstacles. Literally. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I grabbed, you know, the where else? Now I gotta go cut through the amber chamber. Pretty sure this is Dookie. Okay. I gotta get across the room, bro. Thank goodness.
Coming. Out of the way.
Man, I haven't been to the throne room in a minute. Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh, why did I do that? 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 Why did I do that?
There you go. Present for you.
Leon is such a gentleman. Mm-hmm. There's no time for resting.
That should do it.
Yeah, that was a bottomless pit. How's it going, Jen? Again? Bro, I do not feel like fighting these bugs every single time.
Took care of her request, did ya? I can tell by the look on your face.
Actually... Actually...
Well, look at you, mate. Well then, what can I do you for? What's that? How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know, mate. I'll buy almost anything. Stranger! Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for that. Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right. Will that be pleasant travels?
How's it going, Leon? Jin. You're a new subscriber. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub.
Welcome.
Red 9.
If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less. Come back anytime.
Let me actually save. Yeah, I know. I know.
There's the clock tower. Hang in there, Ashley.
Wait, aw, why did I put it away? I may have needed. Oh boy.
Shit.
Wait, where?
Out of the way.
Why are they talking so close, like as if they're in my ear?
There's the clock tower. Hang in there, Ashley.
It's like somehow you seem to run out the closer you get to chapter 12, getting ready to leave the island.
Shit. Sorry, must have slipped. next? How thoughtful. You don't give up, do you? Out of the way. Shit!
finest way.
I'm gonna actually hold on to.
Welcome. What can I interest you in? There's some things money
Can't buy.
Ruby's all rubbish, it makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make. All my wares are in tip-top shape, I assure you. Anything? Might want to take care of any leftover errands before going this way. Be ashamed to live the rest of your life wondering, what if? Am I right? Oh, break's over on you.
So don't get too carried away. You'll be just seeing this over.
Leave me out of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class script is like? Through your own actions. Qué bonito.
Watch your language, my lord. What would others think of you?
This means death. A slow, miserable death. Why did you flee? You insolent dog!
I actually want to look on playback on how my fight with him actually went. It was actually pretty good. I was so locked in. I was so locked in. I couldn't even tell. I should have. Interesting. That's pretty. Okay.
Ashley, no time to lose. Krauser, where do you think you're taking her? Out of the way. Perfect. Won't have to swim after all. Ah, damn it.
Looking for something? You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. You try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You? Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
So here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life.
Thinking too hard. I mean, can you help? Can you even help it?
Spotlights. Let's avoid those. Ashley. There you are. Look at all these busy bees. Better watch my step if I don't want to get stung. Need to hurry. All right.
I've got some new items in stock. Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. Crossing your T's, dotting your I's, that's the way to be. Anything come back, anytime.
Damn it.
I know, right? I have an idea. I forgot about the boot knife.
keep coming. You're serious? This is where they're keeping Ashley?
Voy a bañarme en tu sangre.
I greatly missed. Of course.
Ashley! Ashley! Come on, Ashley, wake up! Shit! Hang in there.
Why not? Treat yourself, mate. Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Thank you. haven't been kind to us, I suppose. Your valuables won't do you much good in the grave. Molding a weapon to suit you. Good luck to you, stranger. Give that the care it deserves, mate. A well-tuned weapon can make up for a lack of skill. Come back anytime. Welcome. Ooh, what you buying? We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less. That's about all I can do for this weapon. Although... No, never mind. Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death. Anything else I can help you with? Don't get yourself killed now. Welcome. There you are, as you wished. Well then, what come back anytime. Welcome. Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right. Gotta suit yourself. Ranger.
metabolic capacity is incredible. Most of the parasites residing within the organisms are destroyed. Its tissue can regenerate definitely. Upon examining the body with a biosensor scope, I was able to confirm that the parasites behave like vital organs for the host, almost as though it has multiple hearts. This new creation of mine is essentially immortal. Surely even Dr. Frankenstein himself would want to shake my hand. Should the news of my treatment with the pretentious bastard colleague of mine. His face went white. Then he started scribbling something in his notebook. I thought he'd be impressed, but instead he actually had the nerve to warn me of the so-called dangers. He's a fool. I have everything under control. The subject went wild and escaped from his cryogenic tank. I was the real fool.
Christ. What kind of experiments are they doing here?
Big ass spider.
Even this thing is controlled by bugs. Can that do anything? What was I looking for?
Oh, break's over, I suppose. Welcome. Hard times, mate.
That is correct. Yeah, I think this setup is correct. This first part. Okay, now. This one in particular is really Yeah, I believe this first part is correct though, because I need to get power to both. Yeah, this part I believe is correct. It's these three pieces. This probably, once I beat this chapter, I think I'm gonna be done with it for the night. Yeah, I'm close to my limit. Gotta figure this out. That doesn't work. Can't seem to get. Is this not possible? I mean, it's possible, but this has to be like the hardest one yet. I probably might, yeah, I probably might get off because I can't figure this out. I probably, yeah. Can't think of it. Finally. Yikes. Took a long time.
Shit, again?
Come on, it's taking so long.
Oh, nothing but the welcome. Welcome. Got a selection of good things. Better to be over-prepared and come back any time.
¡Voy a bañarte en tu sangre! ¡Puto cabrón! Shit. You're serious. They keep coming. Ah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this will definitely conclude today's stream or tonight's stream. Yeah. All right. Wow. Puzzles took a minute, but finally got them done. When I wake up in the morning, we'll pick up from where I left off, and yeah, we'll continue from there. All right. This is your host, Taking Away, and I'm out.